Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have two deck ideas slash profiles. These are what we would call a YouTube deck. We can try to, and I say we, hopefully you guys can help me. If we want to make this competitive, there's some tweaks and things you might have to do to make this a little more competitive. But here's some deck ideas that I've had with the newest box set, the mini box, the Blaze of Spirit, and is going to be using the Elemental Hero Fusions, the new support that they have out. So first I want to show you the Neospatian side. With Elemental Hero Neo's Alias, which I obviously was lucky enough to get 3, it's a 1900 B stick that when you normal summon him one more time because he's a Gemini, his effect is he becomes Elemental Hero Neos. And if you are playing a Neospatian deck, you know how important having Neos Alias or Neos on the field is to contact fuse. He's really good, 1900 B stick. That's pretty much it. It's really slow because you have to normal summon again, but there is other cards that I have in my deck to make it a little faster. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. I'm running triple Pathfinders. This card you can ditch it to search for Neo Space, which I'm running 2 of, and this is your field bonus card. It says Elemental Hero Neos and all fusion monsters that are listed have Elemental Hero as a fusion material gains 500 attack. And at the end phase, because if you don't know what fusions, with the Neospatian fusions, they normally go back into the extra deck. What this allows is for the monsters to stay out, which is really nice. So not only do they gain 500 attack, they stay out permanently. Well, until that card leaves the field for some reason. I'm running 1 Glow Moss. In my personal opinion, these are the fusions I'm running. Glow Neos and Flare Neos are the 2 best ones, in my personal opinion. Dark or Black Panther, I forget the name of it. I think it's Dark Panther. That to me is not a really good effect. His effect is pretty much you can target a monster. That monster loses its effect. So, not loses, but it negates its effect on the field. To me, that doesn't really do much. If that effect that he has was doing either player's turn, I think that would be better, especially going against like Dakini or Black Dragon Ninja. Maybe that would be really cool, but it doesn't. So in my personal opinion, these are the 2 best. You have a really strong monster that this can become, and then this can probably get rid of some of your troublesome cards, such as like a monster. If they have a really strong monster out or a troublesome monster, you can get rid of it. I'm running 2 Flare Scarabs because my personal opinion, I feel like Flare Neos would be more important to bring out because how strong he is. But I have them both, and with them being contact fused and being put back into the deck, you can reuse them if you want. I'm running 2 Cross Porters to get the Neospatians that I want from my deck to my hand. I'm also running 2 Elemental Hero Neos. Now this card can be a dead draw in your hand, so you got to keep that in mind. But I'm only running 2, so hopefully I don't draw it as often, but there is a chance for it. The reason I'm even running this card is because this card just came out also with the latest box set, Hero Mask, which is not to be confused with Mask Hero, which is a totally different thing, but it's in Yu-Gi-Oh! This says target 1 face-up monster you control, which is very important. It's not specific, so you can have Pathfinder on the field for 1 turn because it's 1800, or you can have Neos Alias, use Hero Mask and dump your hero Neos to the grave. This becomes Neos, or whatever monster, this becomes Neos. Normal summon your Neospatian, contact fuse, boom, done. So that's really cool. You can easily get the name Neos out on the field. This card won't be as great if they drop Elemental Hero Plasma. It's a Plasma or Prisma? Prisma's effect, but once they do, they might change the deck. I don't know if they will. He's not really broken, but he is really good. Next, I'm running 2 instant Neo Space. Pretty much, you use this on a fusion monster of the Neo Space, and for some reason or another, if that equip card gets disconnected with the fusion monster, you can special summon an elemental hero Neos from anywhere, from your deck, from your hand, or the graveyard, just not the battle zone. So that has some synergy. So if they try to get rid of the fusion monster and you have this equipped, then you can bring out Neos. So that's pretty much it. If you don't know what these do, he becomes 400 attack for every trap or spell on the field. That includes your side and your opponent's side. And what this does is this gets rid of your opponent's monster or spell, and it has an effect that correlates with that when you do that. I wouldn't use it for the trap. Obviously, it gets changed to defense, so I wouldn't really use it for the trap, but if you need to, you can. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing 2 deck profiles / ideas. My next one is a Hero Fusion deck. Now, I'm running Triple Neos Alias. This is, again, I'm just happy to have him. If Gemini Spark ever came into the game, this would be very important in the deck. But he's a 1900 basic. If you don't have that, you can run Heat. Heat at times can be better than Neos Alias, because he can with 2 monsters, with 2 elemental heroes, become 2000. But I like Neos. He's 1900. He's a light. I like him better. Running triple King of the Swamp. You can ditch him to get your poly, or most of the time use him as a fusion material to get out whatever else you need to come out. I'm running 1 Wizman. You can use him again to getting out Terraformer. Also, if he's out on the field in your standby phase, you can add a poly to your hand. I'm running Double Ocean, another Terraformer target. And what he does is he recycles your heroes in your grave, which is really nice. So you can, well, even your monsters on the field, but you're going to use him to bring back some resources from your grave back to your hand, which is really good, so you can fuse more. 1 elemental hero Heat can get really strong. He's also your infernal target. Double elemental hero Neos. He could be a dead draw, but because of this card just coming out as well in this pack, elemental hero Neos Knight, you need elemental hero Neos and another warrior. You can special summon him. So if you do draw elemental hero Neos, he's not technically a dead draw. Hopefully you have poly in another monster besides Heat and King of the Swamp. You can go ahead and fusion summon him. This is one of the reasons why I didn't want to run more than 1 Heat, because you won't be able to bring Neos Knight out. 1 Sparkman and 1 Clayman. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the Clayman or Sparkman, but they do bring out Thunder Giant. That can be really good. I'm running 1 Bersernatrix and 1 Avian to bring out your Flare Wingman. Double Fusion Recycling Plant, so that you can have some synergy, especially with King of the Swamp. At the end phase, most likely you want to bring back King of the Swamp so you can fusion summon the next turn. And then Polymerization, which I'm running triple of. Obviously, you want to keep fusion summoning. You can ditch it if you need to thin your deck out to get another poly if you want to. And then 1 Legacy of a Hero. Really, really good card. If they ever bring out the elemental hero fusions that you need an elemental hero monster and any element, and light, dark, fire, wind, water, and earth, this would be even better, because you can fusion summon so often but with the way it is, I'm only going to run one. This card returns 2 fusion monsters from your graveyard to the extra deck, and then you draw 3 cards. You're going to use one once per turn, but I'm only running one. Mid to late game, this can be really good, especially drawing, fusion summoning, using all your resources, and then boom, you draw this. This can be really, really good. As my fusions, as you see, I'm running one Terraformer, one Thunder Giant, one Inferno, one Neos Knight, and one Flare Wingman. So let me know down below, what do you guys think of these 2 deck ideas? What changes would you guys do? Again, these are some deck profiles / ideas. I'm trying to make fun decks out there that you can play and have some fun times. I'm a big fan of Elemental Heroes, the archetype, and I really wish that they would drop more support for this, because this archetype has so much support. They need to bring out the fusions that have the element behind it. They need to do that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to see more deck profiles that I will be doing. Thumbs up the video if you guys enjoy this, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.